They call dogs man's best friend for a reason, of course. Tonight, we bring you a heartwarming story of a dog who'd never known love and someone in need of a companion to fill some silence in his home. ABC 22's Matt Holderman introduces us to Ranger and his new owner.
Have a seat. Have a seat.
A months-long rescue and recovery story coming full circle.
I'll give him something to concentrate on.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Hi, buddy.
It's those eyes that get you.
You probably recognize that big white fur ball named Ranger from a few months ago when he was much smaller and in much rougher shape.
That was pretty bad. There was what, 60 dogs that were all penned up in a barn. Yeah.
Just a couple months old at the time, Ranger was one of the many huskies saved from a hoarding situation in an old barn in Hyde Park. The ASPCA brought all of them to their Cruelty Recovery Center to give them medical and behavioral care and get them ready for adoption, and Ranger stood out fast.
Ranger was a little troublemaker, for sure. Very, very playful, a little bit too smart.
Ranger ended up being shipped out to an ASPCA partner in New Hampshire and quickly became the darling of the shelter.
I saw that little man's picture and I said, send him here. I can get him adopted in like 30 seconds.
And 30 seconds was, in fact, about all it took. Having lost his previous dog, Walker, Dick Blunn was in need of a new best friend. And when his daughter, who worked at the shelter, showed him Ranger, it brought back a dream he had in his younger years that never came true.
50 years ago or so, I went out looking for my first dog, and I wanted a husky. And then out of the blue, this one shows up. It's exactly what I wanted 50 years ago.
This was kind of the universe, coming together in just the right time and just the right place to put, the right man with the right dog.
From being born into a bleak situation to finding his forever home in the backwoods of the Granite State, Ranger is learning what it means to live a dog's best life, and Dick has found a new best friend, one who loves nibbling on his hands.
He was a great dog, so I'm hoping this one turns out to be the same way.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. It certainly sounds like he's on the right track so far.
Yeah, well, he's eating my hand right now under the table.
Matt Holderman, ABC 22 News.